Hi guys, what is up? It's your girl Karen, aka cakedbybabyk, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about body care and fragrances. I figured the two kind of go hand in hand because fragrance goes on your body. This is my second to last video and also the 5th installment of my Sephora sale recommendation series. If you have not seen the first 4 parts, go ahead and check out the description. I feel like I've literally poured my heart and soul into these YouTube videos, and some of them are getting like 20 views, which is absolutely criminal, but hilarious. Again, I have some absolute bangers to talk about today. I'm super excited, so let's get into it. Now for my first pick, you can actually use this on your face. However, I use it mainly for my body. This is the Tower 28 SOS spray. Ignore the panda. This was from their limited edition collaboration with Kung Fu Panda 4. This is a hypochlorous acid spray, and essentially that's going to help mitigate the bacteria on your face, or in this case, your body. And that bacteria is the bacteria that causes breakouts. Now, I normally don't break out too much on my face. I have the occasional hormonal breakout right here, but when it comes to my body, I get texture like crazy, especially when I'm working out consistently. When I was doing Pilates probably 3 to 5 times a week, I noticed that I would get a lot of bumps on my chest, a lot on my back, and I realized it's because I wasn't immediately rinsing off after my workouts. I would go to class and then I would run errands, or I would go to class and then come back, eat something, do a little work, and then hop into the shower. So on the days where I couldn't immediately hop into the shower and rinse off after a workout, I would spray this, and this helped tremendously with the texture on my chest and my back. I cannot tell you how many mini sizes I have of this product, and they are in different backpacks and purses. This is also a huge travel staple for me. Y'all know the airplane air? That air is not cute nor clean, so I love to carry a mini size in my carry-on, and I'll just spray it whenever I'm feeling a little bit gross, or when I'm getting off the plane and I can't immediately wash my face after. So good. Now on the topic of bumps, let's talk about exfoliating products. I have 2 different ones. The first one is the Inky List Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Stick. She looks like a deodorant, and you could use her underneath your pits. Looking a little bit bright here, so you can see this guy a little bit better. She literally looks like a deodorant, but it is a body balm stick. I love using this when I'm too lazy to rub body lotion on myself after I get out of the shower. It doesn't require any rubbing because it is pretty lightweight. This is the arm with the balm on, and then I don't have anything on this arm. Here are my arms side by side. It definitely gives a very, very light and faint glow, but it's not super heavy. I specifically love this for ingrown hairs. Ladies, you know which area I'm talking about, okay? After every shower, all over. That's why I also like using it on my pits sometimes. I'll definitely use it on my legs because I actually get a lot of ingrown leg hairs, surprisingly. But I'll literally be laying in bed sometimes and I'll just grab this stick and just rub it all over my body while I'm laying down because I sometimes cannot be bothered to put on a body lotion. And because it's in stick form, you don't get any lotion on your hands. I know a lot of people are sensitive to products on their hands, and for me personally, if it's too heavy, I have to wash it off because I don't like touching other things and getting those things greasy or lotiony. She doesn't really have a scent. She works really well. I noticed a significant decrease in ingrown hairs after I started using this. I have yet to finish a full stick, and that's because I have multiple that I use. I have one in my travel bag. I have this one, which I'm pretty sure she's almost out. I have like that much left of her. This retails for $20, which for the Inky List I think is a tad up there, but when you're thinking about Sephora in general, it's pretty affordable. Personally, I think this is worth the $20, and with the sale, you do get a percentage off, so take advantage. My next pick is from Topicals. This is the Slather Body Serum. This has retinol, lactic acid, urea, and squalane, so it is going to be hydrating, but also very, very exfoliating. This exfoliating body lotion, body serum, whatever you want to call it, is the most effective body product that I have ever tried when it comes to smoothing out my skin. I have very slight KP on my arms, and I use this one time. The next day, my skin is significantly smoother. My bumps are reduced by a lot. And since using this, I've already gone through an empty, so this is my second bottle. I have gone through so many exfoliating body lotions, body serums, any body product that is exfoliating I have tried, because I want to find something that performs as well as this, if not better, and I just can't find it. I can't find it. It simply does not exist, at least in my universe. Also, the packaging of this is so satisfying. There is something about this squeeze bottle. It just distributes the perfect amount for my entire body. I don't want to squeeze it right now because it's going to be a lot, but this pump is just unlike any other, not pump, this squeeze is unlike any other squeeze that I've tried on a beauty product. That's a really weird thing in my opinion to fixate on, but it truly does add to the experience of using this product. Now this one retails for $30, which in my opinion is very worth it. Also, I got the price wrong on the Inky list. This one is $18, but I cannot say enough good things about this specific product. It's one of those products that you instantaneously can tell a difference just after one day. Now, after you exfoliate, it's time to shave. So I'm gonna put you guys onto my favorite razor. This is a reusable razor. You just have to switch out the blades. This is the Handy razor, and it is by far the most innovative razor that I have ever seen or used. First off, it comes with a cover, amazing. And then there's this little knob at the bottom here that you can twist, and the top part opens so you can change out the razor blade. So this razor blade inside, it just pops out and then you can replace it once it gets dull. So you just twist to put that cover back on, and it's also double-sided. So there's a blade on this side and then there's a blade on the other. My fiance Nate loves this razor, and we actually brought this on a trip. However, he forgot to take the blade out. And unfortunately, at that point, he didn't know to twist the bottom to just dump the razor out, so he threw the whole razor away. And after that, he was super upset because he absolutely loves this razor. Nate has such bougie taste, and I can't even complain because I feel like I've created that bougie taste, but he kept on asking me to buy another one, and she was a little bit hard to track down because they don't sell this brand in all Sephoras. It's mostly online. Now the body is pretty heavy and hefty because it's metal, so that kind of hikes up the price a little bit. It is an expensive razor at $42, but you do get the body, which you probably will never have to repurchase another one unless TSA makes you throw it out like Nate. All you have to do is purchase the disposable razor blades, and when you first buy the starter kit, it comes with a box of razor blades, which I believe comes with 5 or 4, and it takes a long time for the blade to get dull, especially because it's double-sided. So I think out of the entire time that I've used this Handy razor, which has been about 2 years now, I've only changed the blade like one time. So it's definitely worth it in my opinion, and especially during the sale rating you can get some money off. And since we're shaving in the shower, let's talk about body washes and oils. My body wash pick is from Salt and Stone. This one specifically is the bergamot and hinoki scent. If you know me, you know I love anything bergamot. This one retails for $36, which I know is a higher price tag for a body wash, but she is hefty. You get 450 milliliters, and it takes me months to get through this. If you're someone who wants to have a very nice and aesthetic looking shower, I definitely love the packaging for that. But more importantly, the formula is amazing. It doesn't strip my skin. It lathers really gorgeously. Listen, when I use a body wash, I want it to be sudsy because that's how I know, at least in my mind, that's what I think makes me feel the most clean. I have gone through 2 empties of this body wash already. Everyone raves about their natural deodorant, but I can't use a natural deodorant, so I'm here to advocate for their body wash. I think each time that I've used a bottle, it's taken me like 4 or 5 months to use it up, and I'm using like a pump and a half, sometimes 2 pumps every single day, so that should just tell you how long this lasts in your shower. Now this next one is not necessarily a body wash, but a body oil. This one is from L'Occitane. This is their almond shower oil, and I am almonds' biggest hater. Fun fact, I just hate the smell of almonds, but when it comes to this specific product, I love the smell of almonds. I think it's the fact that this one doesn't smell artificial. It has a very light scent, but it fills up the entire room. I think I've gone through maybe 1 or 2 bottles of this already. I was using it yesterday again for the first time in a long time, and I kid you not when I say that the scent of this filled up my entire bathroom. It makes it smell so luxurious. Even after I was done with my shower, I closed the door and I went to go feed my cats, and then after I fed my cats, I went back into the bathroom, and I think at this point maybe an hour or so had passed, and my bathroom still smelled like this shower oil. So the scent really does fill up the room. However, it's not overpowering when it's on your body. As you can see, it has a very, very thin texture. I find this great for hydrating the body and also great for shaving because it kind of has that slip to it. So what I'll do is I will use this to cleanse my whole body and also exfoliate with a loofah before I go in with shaving, and then it makes shaving so much easier. Now this one is $29 for 250 milliliters. I believe they have a bigger size if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong, but I love her, and also Nate loves her as well. Again, this man has bougie taste, and I can't even be mad because he's starting to love all the products that I really love, but then that makes me upset because I go through them twice as fast. I win, but at what cost? And for body lotion, I have the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Body Lotion. This has been newly revamped. Josie Maran went through a very recent rebranding, and I am absolutely in love with it. Argan oil is definitely one of their hero products, and it is very, very present in all of their body care. Also ignore the fact that this says scrub. Okay, I refilled the wrong pot. There was supposed to be the body scrub in here, but I mixed them up. I digress. This one is their tangerine scent, and it smells so, so good. This body butter is not for the faint of heart, okay? This is for the winter months. It's for my dry skin girlies. She is a thickums, okay? I'm using maybe this much on the back of my hand, and it's going to go all the way down to my elbow. That's just how thick and hydrating and nourishing this is. It also gives a very, very beautiful glow. I gave my mom a refill bag of this because they gifted me a bunch of these. And since it's such a nourishing and thick body lotion, there's no way that I can go through all of that by myself. So I was sharing the love. I gifted it to my mom, and she absolutely loves this body butter. She says she looks forward to using it every single night. She uses it when she watches TV just as like a little pampering moment, and she specifically loves it for her heels because she has very dry and cracked heels, and this has just made them so soft and supple. I also gave it back to my sister, and her boyfriend who has eczema really loves this lotion as well. And even though I have an oily combination skin type, I truly enjoy this too. Now I don't use this in the summer months when it gets super hot because it can leave a little bit of like a greasy residue, but it's not that bad in my opinion. It takes some time to absorb, but once it's absorbed, it just feels so supple and your skin feels so healthy. I just love her. So many people in my life love her as well. It will take you forever to get through a tub like this. This one, I believe, retails for $36, and that is going to be money well spent because it's going to be stretched to the limits. All right, now let's talk about fragrances. I have quite a few. Like skincare and body care, fragrance is so subjective, so I'm putting this disclaimer out there. I personally really love the light and fresh fruity floral scents, not so much the warm and spicy gourmand sweet scents. So this is going to be a very, very, very subjective list, but I did try my best to have some variety in my picks. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start out with the fruitiest scents that I have. My top fruity scent is Peach Fields from Skylar. When this first launched, I think about 2 years ago, I was just so obsessed. I did a partnership with them, and still to date it is one of my favorite partnerships because I love this scent so much. It just smells like straight juicy ripe peach. Like peak of summer, you're walking past a peach tree and you just get a whiff of all the ripe peaches. And I should know because I have a peach tree in my front yard. I mean, you could just tell how much I've used, so that should signal to you she is definitely a top favorite of mine. Now we all know perfumes are a little bit pricier, which is why I probably got so many requests to do fragrances this time around. I highly recommend going into Sephora to test some of these out because again, fragrance is so subjective. But moving on, our next fragrance is from Fleur. This is Mood Ring. She smells straight up like candy, like gummies. I love Fleur packaging. It's just so clean and crisp, and this cap is actually magnetic, so that is very, very nice. And she's actually like a really hefty bottle, especially with the cap. Fun fact, this was actually the perfume I was wearing when I got engaged, but this one smells like straight candy and gummies. Like I want to bite into this, but I can't. There's definitely some green apple in there. lavender, some pear, definitely some citrus in here as well, maybe some bergamot. She retails for $99. Also, I forgot to mention the Skylar Peachfields one. This one retails for $90. My next one was actually a gift from Nate's grandma, and this one is Burberry Her. This one is actually the Eau de Toilette, so it's not an Eau de Parfum. I would go so far to say that this one is like a more sophisticated cousin of Fleur Mood Ring. I wouldn't put them necessarily in the same category, but it does have a lot of the same notes, I would say. This one smells a little bit more sweet because obviously it smells like candy, and this one just seems like the more sophisticated older cousin. Burberry Her has a more fruity floral component, so now we're moving into the fruity floral category. The green pear is definitely the top note, and then I believe the middle or base note is peonies. Now this one is pricier at $142, but it's Burberry, so I was kind of expecting that. Now my one gripe with this is just where the nozzle is placed. I find it really hard to hold it in a way that is conducive with spraying it on my body. Now this totally could just be a me preference. I have very abnormally small hands, so it most likely is a me issue, but just throwing that out there because I don't know, maybe you guys have small hands too. Another fruity floral scent I absolutely love is from Nest. This is their Lychee Rose scent. Retails for $92, and it's exactly what the name is, lychee and rose. When you first smell it, you definitely get the lychee, but then it kind of transitions into this sweetness and then you get the rose. I personally am not a huge fan of rose scents. I feel like they can be done in a really bad and tacky way where it smells really, really synthetic, or it can be done in a really nice and tasteful way, and this one is done in a very nice and tasteful way. Classy, very demure. Once this settles onto the skin, I do get more of the sweet rose scent more than anything. With most fruit forward perfumes, the lychee part tends to kind of burn off per se. You are left with a very nice and lightly sweetened rose scent. Moving quickly into the straight floral category, this is the Lancome Tan Idole perfume. She is on her last leg, as you can tell. Out of all the perfumes that I've mentioned, this one is definitely the most mature smelling one because it smells like straight florals. There's jasmine, there's rose. Whenever I wear this, people always compliment me. It is like borderline old lady scent, but not too old lady. I would say she's like a tastefully middle-aged lady. I definitely wear this when I want to seem a little bit more sophisticated, when I want to be taken a little bit more seriously. This one's actually the smaller size and it retails for $65. There is a bigger size where this is longer. I also love this packaging. It is so slim and compact, and if I want to take it in my purse, it's not a pain to do so. And the last scent I have is from Clean Reserve. This is their skin scent, and it's a nice floral musk. It's warm, but it's not too warm. It's also very sheer in my opinion. It's definitely musky, and there's a hint of sweetness from vanilla. Overall, just smells like a very clean and fresh scent. I believe this is a newer brand at Sephora, so definitely check them out if you have not already. Definitely go in store and smell if you can. All right, this lighting is getting really weird, but we are powering through. The last one that I have is from Replica. This one is called When the Rain Stops, and it's definitely a fresh smelling scent. This is gonna sound really funny, but if you like the smell of like wet rocks or wet pavement or concrete, you're gonna like this scent because it literally smells like after a fresh rain has been downpoured. In my opinion, this is the only one out of all the perfumes that I've mentioned that can get a little bit much if I spray too much on my skin. I have a very sensitive nose, so that's why I tend to gravitate more towards the light and fresh and fruity scents because those don't irritate me and they don't give me headaches. There's a very fine line that I walk with this specific scent, but overall I really, really, really do love her. I just love the smell of a wet pebble, if you will. All right, you guys, those are all my body care and fragrance picks for the Sephora sale. The next and final installment is going to be all about hair care. I have a long list of things that I want to mention, so I'm pretty sure that one will be a longer video as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.